Okay, my next step is create the boss. So first, let's see what we're given. We're given the path and a profile for a swept feature. And we see that the swept profile is on a plane that's offset 1.4 from the center. So I'm going to choose my top plane, which is on my center of my part, reference geometry, plane. I'm going to create an offset plane 1.4 inches. This is going the wrong way, so I'll flip the offset and say OK. In that plane, I'm going to sketch this rectangle. So it's 7/16 from this edge, which puts it on the center of this. It's on the center of the part as well. It's 3/16 wide and 1/2 inch this dimension. So in this plane, I'm going to sketch the center point rectangle. So I'm just going to create it out here. I'm going to use my mouse gesture to switch to dimension. So this is 0.5. This is my 3/16. Push escape to leave dimension. I'll now look normal to the sketch. And I can see this and this need to be horizontal. I missed the origin. I'll do that again. I'll select the origin, hold control, get this point, make those horizontal. And now I need to lock it up this way. So I can add the dimension because it's in the sketch. Go back to dimension mode from the origin to here. And that's 7/16. I have my sketch fully defined. I'm going to exit the sketch. So if I go back here, I now need to create this profile. It's going to be in my front plane. So I'm going to sketch in the front plane and I'll look normal to that. What do I have? I have a 3-point arc with a tangent line to a 3-point arc. This 3-point arc ends 0.64 down. You can draw the center line or not. It's up to you. I'm going to start with the 3-point arc. And it's locked to the middle of this sketch. I'll grab that. I've got the wrong 3-point arc style. So I'll come up here and I'll fix it. And I'll start again. So from here to somewhere over here, I want that style of 3-point arc. And then somewhere up here to here, I'm going to have another 3-point arc. This point is on this edge. Right? You might have a tough time sometimes getting that edge. Just keep trying. So it's not working out for me. What can I do? Well, recall we can convert the entity. So I can convert this edge and then I can click on it and make it for construction. And now it's easier to grab that line, grab that endpoint, and make them coincident. I'm going to switch to line. I'm going to join these two, push escape. I'll make these tangent, and I'll make this tangent. And don't panic, it'll fix itself as we go. Let's go back and add some dimensions. This radius is 0.5. This radius is the 5/16. So how do I get it fully defined? Well, I have to look at what's going on. I also don't have my 0.64 dimension. So back to smart dimension, and we'll get that 0.64. And then we'll just zoom in, and what else do we see? It's where you have to really pay attention. The center point of this arc is on this line. So in other words, this endpoint and this point are horizontal. I see the same thing down here. This point and this point are horizontal. So the center point of this arc and this endpoint are horizontal. I now have a fully defined sketch. I'll exit my sketch and then I'm going to make my sweep boss. So it sees this as the path and the profile is this sketch. And I'll say OK, and you'll notice I now have one solid body because this has joined these two. So there's not much left here. I'm going to pattern this around. I might want to fillet it before I pattern it. I need to get all the fillets around the edge of this and the edge of this yet. Add my hole wizard hole here and the simple cut for the keyway. And then you're done. You can hand it in.